You open your eyes for the very first time. Congratulations. You've just been born on Viltrum. Most babies get a warm blanket and a lullaby. You get a panel of battle-hardened doctors checking your vitals like they're inspecting a weapons manufacturing specs. A doctor in armor looking at a screen with a pass-fail binary code. Your parents, still in their blood-stained military uniforms, don't reach out to hold you. They just hold their breath. Because on Viltrum, there is only one law. Only the strong survive. The rest? A dark shoot or a shadowy figure walking away with a bundle. Don't worry about the rest. You're strong. Your life has officially begun, and it's going to be a living hell. A toddler in a heavy metallic room. The air looks thick, wavy with pressure. By age 2, you aren't watching Cocomelon. You're in a gravity chamber 4 times the strength of Earth's. Every breath feels like a ton of bricks on your chest. Your toys? Solid lead blocks. The toddler tries to lift a block, fails, and looks at his father. You look at your dad for help. He crosses his arms. He doesn't see a son. He sees a soldier who hasn't finished his reps. 5-year-old version of the kid in a brutal arena. At 5 years old, you enter the Juvenile Combat Initiative. Translation: Toddler Fight Club. A massive kid, Laro, looming over the protagonist meet Laro. He's twice your size and smells like blood. The goal isn't to score points, it's to stop him from breathing. You take a hit. You stay down for a second too long. An instructor growls, "Get up." The protagonist's eyes glow with a faint golden light as he drives a tiny fist into Laro's jaw. Narrator: You win. You earn respect. But on Viltrum, respect is a temporary currency. A classroom. Holograms of planets burning. Narrator: School on Viltrum is simple. History isn't about dates, it's about conquests. Science isn't about discovery, it's about weaponizing physics. Cinematic montage of the Great Purging, Viltrumites killing each other in the streets. You learn about the Purging. Thousands of years ago, the Viltrumites decided they were tired of weak neighbors. So, they killed half their own population. A global bloodbath that turned their world into a utopia of monsters. 10-year-old protagonist standing over prisoners on a foreign planet. Narrator: At 10, you're sent on your first field trip. General Korf points to a row of kneeling rebels. He gives you your first command. Decide their fate. The protagonist's trembling hand pointing down. Narrator: You hesitate for 1 second. That's the last time you'll ever feel guilt. Because on Viltrum, guilt is a death sentence. A barren, jagged moon. 30 teenagers dropped into the dust. Narrator: 16 years old. The Viltrumite trials. This isn't graduation, it's a calling. Candidates falling behind and being crushed by gravity or terrain. Narrator: You're dropped on a moon with triple Viltrum's gravity. For a week, you don't eat. You don't sleep, you just dominate. Protagonist fighting the Beast and Corvin. Narrator: By day 3, only 4 of you are left. You form a bond with a fighter named Corvin. He saves your life, you save his. The fight ends. Only the protagonist and Corvin are left. Narrator: But the rules say only one winner. You look at the guy who just saved your life, and you knock him into a coma. The protagonist receiving his warrior insignia. Narrator: You've earned the mustache, you've earned the cape, you've earned the right to destroy worlds. The protagonist, now older, looking in a mirror. He has a thick mustache. Narrator: For decades, you're a machine. You fly through the vacuum of space, holding your breath for weeks, moving faster than any ship. The High Command Meeting. Hologram of Planet Coralis. Narrator. Then comes the reproduction order. Your genetics are too good to waste. You're sent to Coralis, a peaceful artistic world. Your job? Infiltrate, breed, replace. Visual, soft colors. The protagonist meeting Ilera narrator. The plan was simple. Treat the locals like pets. But something happens. You meet Ilera. You have children. For the first time in 50 years, you realize that strength isn't just about how hard you can punch. The protagonist teaching his half-blood children to fly, but gently narrator. You lie to the high command. Complications, you tell them. You're buying time. You're building a family. The sky of Coralis turning red as a fleet of Viltrumite ships descends. The Empire doesn't accept complications. General Korf returns. This time, he isn't here to teach. He's here to prune. Epic battle. The protagonist fighting 10 Viltrumites at once. You're faster, stronger, and more experienced than you were as a kid in that gravity chamber. But you're one man against an empire. The protagonist falling, bloodied, as a small pod streaks away into the stars. You die in the dirt of a foreign planet. A father. And in the end, that was the strongest thing you ever became. Fade to